I remember one example you quoted in one of the podcasts that missing the best 50 days over 24 years would reduce your money from 3 lakh down to just 11,550 if you missed them. So this is very shocking number. So what exactly was this particular story?
Well, if I remember the data correctly, the thing is that, what is missing the best days when the market is down, right? So if you're trying to time the market, that is what happens. And if you don't try to time the market and you're just invested systematically through the marketplace, you will reach a far higher number than the number that you will actually get if you try to time the market. And it's not as if big dips come all the time, right? Abhi jaise ki COVID mein the market was down 40%. A lot of people who invested at that point of time actually would have made much better return. People who invested last year in the markets are still struggling, saying, "Yaar, 3-4% nikle hai," because everybody got in on the peak of the market. As a mutual fund person, last year, almost 8 lakh crores of investments happened in the market. 3 lakhs out of that, close to 3 lakhs, was in thematic funds. Defense fund and, tourism, ye, wo, falana, dhimkana. I think they are great stories and they are not bad investments, but you're going to take a very long time to get something out of it because now you bought it expensive at the peak of the market. So I think that example was to basically say that over a period of time, what you're basically going to think about is don't miss the days when the market is cheap for you to buy. Right? And what happens is if you're waiting and you're not doing it systematically, when the market drops, you feel, acha, ye aur girega, tab main jaake invest karunga. And that doesn't work as well, right? You cannot wait. So you put in systematically. And for a lot of people who are salaried, I think systematic works. If you ask me what is the best investment between a lump sum and an SIP, I'll always say lump sum, not SIP. Because if you saw the markets over the last 5 years, or 10 years, or 15 years, or 20 years, what is the main thing that you see? कि जहां था उससे ऊपर है. अगर है तो अगर आपके पास लमसम होती तो तब लमसम डाले होते तो दैट वुड हैव गिवन यू द बेस्ट रिटर्न. आपने उसको स्प्रेड आउट कर लिया 5-6 साल में, you're not going to do it. The SIP is meant for people who have a regular income, right? If you have lump sums and if you believe that you have a time frame that you can wait, go for it in a good diversified equity fund or a balanced advantage fund. But if you're a salaried person and you're saving only कि ये यहाँ पे इतनी बचत हो रही है 2-5,000, 10,000, whatever that amount is, then an SIP is a feature which helps you to do that systematically and not miss these best days in the market that you should never miss. Don't try to time it for yourself. Right? I think that was the logic of that example.